Alright, 60-second summary for the new Quad Budew deck, which would normally be a month 2 deck in a good set, but Prismatic Evolutions isn't a good set, so I'm literally covering it day 2, but if people aren't prepared for the item shut off, this is actually hard to deal with. We all know by now how annoying Budew is. It attacks for free, does 10 damage, and shuts off items. While well-adjusted people would play a single copy to buy them a turn, crazy people like you and me know you can build an entire deck around this little guy. The best partner is Froslass. Item lock them, trap somebody in the active, then have Froslass slowly build up damage on ability Pokemon. To help increase the damage the deck deals, you run Munkidori. Unlike Venomoth Froslass, which requires an energy attachment to Venomoth, that energy can now be saved for Munkidori. So damage Munkidori with Froslass, use its ability to send damage to their Pokemon, and hopefully you can do that enough times to win the game. While I would have enjoyed pairing Budew with Lilligant for shenanigans, the Pokemon Company decided to cut Lilligant from Prismatic Evolutions and save it for presumably Journey Together in March. So that means I have to whack off with the Alligator. By discarding a fire energy from your hand, Skeledirge boosts the damage of all your Pokemon by 60. This means Budew can still do a disappointing amount of damage. I'm recording this intro before actually battling, so if you don't see Skeledirge during the video, that's because I couldn't crocodile up any wins. But you'll still find the deck list in the description if you want to get freaky with the loud bone. I think I can win this one. You know, I don't know why they didn't go for the energy. It's a very interesting decision, but they have Latias, so that's bad. I can't use my items. I don't want to get the gemstones into play. What's the percentage of women watching my streams? Well, I don't know about stream because I haven't checked those analytics, but I can tell you with absolute certainty, the amount of women watching my YouTube videos is 5%. A whole 5%. All right, so let's get rid of that. I think I do put the damage counter on the Budew. Do I Budew that? No, I think we put it on the Cloth. I don't know. This is a very wonky matchup. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to play it, but if they have to go a turn doing nothing, then we should be okay. Because I'm very confused. Oh, did the Energy Lotto fail? Is that what they did? Because Energy Lotto is a trash card and no one should ever use it? Yeah, Energy Lotto is literally the worst card ever made. And Gio, you love that I knew that information? Well, I looked at it like a month or 2 ago. I looked it up, you know, what's my percentage of female viewers on YouTube? And I did it for a giveaway question, and it turned out to be 4.9%. A whole 4.9% of women watch my YouTube videos. And not for nothing, but I want to thank all of you. That's cool. I want to thank all of you. I was tied with Little Dark Furry in terms of views for my new video. So we both uploaded Flareon videos and I was literally tied. And that's kind of crazy. I was tied with, you know, the biggest Canadian PDCGL content creator. All right, so we have Penny. I think I need a Pokégear. You know, I could knock out the Budew right... Actually, I think I do knock out the Budew right now. Because that way... I mean, do I really need... They're not doing anything. Do I need to do anything? Hang on. Do I need to be doing anything right now? Because if they take another turn to shut off my items, I think that's fine. So let's go. We want to build up the damage on these guys. I need to count out my prizes here, which is going to be a little tough. So the Latios, the Oranguru, and the Brute Bonnet will die to Froslass Pings. And then I just have to build up damage on Budew and Cloth, and then I think we just have it. And this is the world we live in now. I can't tell you how many games I've had where it's just Budew hitting into a Budew, Budewing 10 damage, getting Itchy Pollen. You know, we had a girl at my high school named Itchy Paulina. You don't want to know how she got that nickname. All right, so they have to kind of win really quickly here. They are kind of in trouble right now because they're not going to be doing nearly... Oh, that's a brilliant top deck. Okay, we don't want to use the counter catcher. The gemstone is useless once they have, or considering that they have Latias. And this is the combo. There's no thinking when it comes to this deck. I think I don't need to keep the counter catcher right now. I think we just go Adrenabrain. I should have done it the other way so it's faster, but PDCGO like sucking butts. That's what we have in common. All right, so I think I take I think I take the Budew knockout now. And the reason I'm doing that is they might have, you know, some shenanigans where they Thornton or they Area 0 or just do something really weird that I don't want them to do. And then I'll get rid of Counter Catcher and Penny. The Penny's more or less a safety precaution if you start your Ursaluna or something. I saw a list in Japan that I totally didn't just copy that played 3 Penny. That actually might be this list. I have, you know, like 7 different lists for Budew. They're all very minor variations. But this is it. They put down ability Pokemon, you win. There's nothing crazy about it. They have no items. The Latias, you might be thinking, oh no, this is like a game breaker. Same with Regidrago VStar. I played Regidrago VStar earlier, and you might think, oh, that's a horrible matchup. You have your weak Pokemon, they just copy Dragapult. It's not great. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not a great matchup by any means. But the cool thing is that they can't use Energy Switch. So Regidrago kind of needs Energy Switch, and if they can't get it, or if they can't get an Earthen Vessel, or the cards they need when they need it, you kind of just win the game, and it's hilarious. All right, they went for my Snorunt. That's okay. I guess I go for an Arven if I can, because I just want to be able to replace the dude. I want to be like, hey, too bad for you. All right, so we want the Gemstone just to thin the deck. I don't need the Enhanced Hammer. I don't need to play the Skin Flute. I think I just want to go for Night Stretcher because I don't believe this deck is going to have my back one way or another. And I played a game earlier where all 4 Night Stretchers and all 3 Earthen Vessels were at the bottom of my deck. And guess which cards I needed? And what if they don't have abilities? Then you just trap them. You just trap them like they're Tron Girl in my basement. That's what this guy's for. So I'll tell you about that in a second while we, you know, just absolutely obliterate this Cloth. So the Cloth is done. That's what's better about this build than the Venomoth build, is that you have Munkidori. All right, and then we go Itchy Pollen. So let's say they have no abilities on board. Okay, that's fine. You counter catcher somebody up, trap them in the active, because Latias doesn't matter, because this guy says you can't retreat. So they can't retreat. Latias is whatever. You know, you might want to have something like Xerosic or Hand Trimmer to try and get them to discard their switch cards. But assuming things are going well, you have Froslass damage your own Munkidori, and then you take the damage off of your Munkidori and put them on their Pokemon. So if they don't have abilities, you can still win, and it's kind of hilarious. Okay, and then I guess we just go for Irida. We get the Froslass. We get... I think I get the Flute, and then we hope that things buff out my way here. Alright, so play the Flute. What do we get? We got a... Does that help me out at all? Sure, why not, right? Why not? They want to go into the dude, that's totally fine. But actually, I think I just win now? Hang on. All right, so let's go build up the damage on their multi-prizers. We just send all the damage to the Oranguru and the Latias. The Froslass is going to kind of eat their dudes alive. And then I'll put the Darkness Energy on the Mawile. We'll shut off their items. We have access to Ursaluna. They can't have a multi-prize turn, which is great. So they're essentially in a situation where they have to bosses up a Froslass or they lose, or they have to do a million different things or they lose, and I just need a counter catcher and I win. Right, because they've used their V-Star power. I can bring up the Latias because I know that's never attacking. I could bring up the Oranguru if I want because that needs a double attachment. I can Iono, then maybe get an Enhanced Hammer. So this can be a rough matchup if they know what they're doing. But obviously they, well, I mean, even if they know what they're doing, it's still pretty tough, right? Because Terapagos needs to have bench Pokemon. So it's kind of rough. And then we take a prize on the Brute Bonnet. We go to 3. I think that's GG. This deck is so crazy. You put ability Pokemon down, I shut off your items, what are you going to do? All right. And then I'm pretty confident that that's just GG. Press 1 if I win this game, press 2 if I'm going to figure out a way to lose. Okay, well, that's not great. I didn't get the counter catcher, so we just go for Budew and shut off their items. Because I don't care about trapping the dude. So this just gives me multiple outs to win, in case I'm an idiot. But I think we just go 3 on this guy, 3 on the other guy, and then if they don't heal anybody, they can't win. Right, and then we go Itchy Pollen. Their Oranguru is dying. Their Pecharunt will die. Unless they play... Oh, no, we're skipping the Briar turn. Okay, I was thinking, if they play Briar, they could win. And Jimmy Biscuits, thank you for the sub. And you need this deck? Well, I mean, it's in the preview video. I did a preview video for all the Budew decks. And then in the description of the video, you will find this list. You'll find like 6 different lists in the description. It's not a toxic deck. Okay, I pointed this out. This is not a stall deck. This is not a toxic deck. Uh-oh. No, because they can't double Penny. Boss's hors d'oeuvres doesn't matter. You knock out one Froslass, that doesn't matter. So they could have Briared. If I was dumb, they could have they can't even knock out the Froslass. Oh, man. Didn't this deck dominate for like a week and we just destroyed it with a 30 hit point thing that attacks for free? We just took a 3 prize turn when we only needed 1. We took 8 prizes against Cloth Terapagos. And with the Eevee and the power of friendship, we came all over them, and it was great, and my neck clipped through the shirt. This deck is insane. All right, YouTube audience, I'm going to let you peek behind the cover here. Peek behind the curtain? What am I, the Wizard of Oz? Okay, so we might need the Enhanced Hammer, but we probably don't because they're playing Sparkling Crystal. So let's get rid of Enhanced Hammer and... Oh, God. Yeah, the Mawile, I guess. I'm thinking the game's going to come down to Mawile. But we don't really have the luxury of waiting. All right, so let's go Munkidori. We want to keep that Natu in the active as long as possible. It currently has a 2 retreat cost, so they have to either attach another Rescue Board to the Natu, or they have to put another energy on the Natu. They can still attack with the Dragapult this turn, though. Because they play the Xatu, they can accelerate to a Dracloak, get a Dragapult, Sparkling Crystal, retreat, manually attach retreat, knock out Budew, do some things. And, well, there's de-evolution in some of the lists. If I ever played against For the Win... I mean, we play with we play with each other's balls when we come together, but that's about it. Okay. They're going to have a crazy hand. That's fine. It's whether or not they get the Sparkling Crystal, because I think the Sparkling Crystal's hopefully going to be there. Okay. Okay. So this is a bad matchup. Oh, wait, what? That's not a Sparkling Crystal. I guess they're just thinning ahead of an Iono or something? Are we seriously going to win with just like Budew stalling them out for a few turns and then racking up enough damage? Okay, that's cool. The Gravity Gemstone is coming up clutch, but I think because there's triple Gravity Gemstone, there's not room for de-evolution. I would cut the Gemstones down to 2 and include a de-evolution, which might be the play here. It's just, yeah, I tested a bunch of different builds. They totally have it. And de-evolution definitely seemed like the best play. Okay. I can definitely still win this one. I just can't... I don't want to take a knockout is the problem. So let's go for the Gemstone, just thin that out of the deck. We can't use the counter catcher. Night Stretcher does nothing, so it's going to be an Iono. And then this Dragapult's about to kind of destroy us here. So... I guess I just start putting all the damage on the Dragapult? But that's going to take way too long. Right? I think we save the Dragapult for our... Okay, so if I put 3, we can knock out the Dracloak. Actually, that might be the right idea here. Is we let the Dracloak get knocked out. We Itchy Pollen. That is one of the issues with this deck, is there's a lot of math involved. And the reason I put the damage on the Dracloak is because I want it to get knocked out through Froslass damage and not through attack damage. Or wait, yeah, because it's between turns. So if I use Munkidori, then Fezandipiti would activate. And we know for sure they're going to be taking multiple prizes this turn. They're going to knock out double Budew. Because I prized our one rescue board, because I prized the Precious Trolley, because I prized half the energy, we are in a very bad spot. But they currently can't get that Natu out of the active. And Pult needs another 30. You think I can't do that math in my head? Jeez, never gonna let me down. You're letting me down right now. Thinking that I don't know how to do math crazily. So it looks like their strategy is to just wait me out here. Which is, you know, not a bad strategy, because as soon as this Natu gets knocked out, then the floodgates open and Dragapult just goes crazy. But I don't know how they're going to approach this. It's going to be very interesting to see how they decide to beat me off right now. Just preempting the oopsie? What do you mean oopsie? I've never made an oopsie in my life. There is no recorded evidence of me making oopsies. Oh, this could actually be a really smart decision by them. If they have a Dracloak right now, they can just go Dracloak, Evo, into Dragapult. And there's a Luminous. Okay, so they're retreating. You have to have the Sparkling Crystal then, right? Oh, they're going Jet Headbutt. Oh, and because they know that they're bypassing the Counter Catcher. So Counter Catcher just might not activate anytime soon. So that's actually kind of smart by them. Is that I just might not be able to use Counter Catcher for a very long time. Oh, man. But thank you. The card I absolutely needed. Actually, that will help in a little bit. Okay, so there's another Froslass that we don't need. I think, therefore I am. All right, this is going to really come down to math here. I'm going to knock out the Dreepy. And then we're going to knock out the Natu next turn. Yeah, I'm going to force them to do math here. And then just sort of see how that goes. Maybe I should have used Iono first, but I feel like I want to keep that. Okay, so I think, oh, this is cool. Actually, no, we can just go crazy. Let's just do it. This is the dumb thing, but let's do it. Let's knock out that Natu. Let's just get that dude out of here. We're going to force them to make a decision. Maybe I'll get the rescue board or an energy. Oh my god. I need the freaking rescue board. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Everything is awesome. RGZ, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. All right, so if I give them the Budew, they knock it out. But maybe that's what I want? No, I don't want that. But RGZ, yeah, thank you for the second month. I appreciate it. I'm going to win this one for you. Guaranteed win for you. Phantom Dive. We're going to have to win with the Ursaluna. There's no other option. If the Ursaluna does not win us this game, we're not winning this game. The question is, when do I put the Ursaluna down? Because we are about to get Iono'd into oblivion. But the good news is our Munkidoris are not getting knocked out. No matter who they put the damage on, the Munkidoris are not getting KO'd. This is, okay, that's fine. Counter Catcher's useless. It's going to be whether or not they take a 2-prize turn. That's going to be the question here is, will they ever be able to take a 2-prize turn? There's Boss's hors d'oeuvres. Okay, here we go. Things are escalating. We're at a mall, and we're trying to go to the Foot Lotion store. Things are escalating. All right, so they have the Budew. They're going to try to go for Froslass, but Froslass... Huh. Okay. Now, here's where Trust Your Pilot needs to do some math. And Trust Your Pilot doesn't know if he knows what he's doing. Trust Your Pilot isn't really sure he knows what he's doing. All right, so let's go for the Night Stretcher. We're going to Night Stretcher for the Munkidori. Okay, we want to heal as much damage off of our dudes as possible. I think I just take it off of the Frostlasses, and then we're gonna prep these guys, and then Munkidori. Okay, and then 240. I gotta put, yeah, I guess just in case we put it there. I don't want to put the Budew down. Okay, okay. Why is this so stress-inducing? But I guess the good thing is that this is showing you how you can deal with decks that don't play abilities, right? So if they have a boss's orders, they're gonna take a 3-prize turn, and then I think I lose because the stupid freaking rescue board is in the prizes. Actually, no, if they take a 3-prize turn, then Ursaluna can attack for free. Okay, so I kind of want them to go bosses up the Munkidori with 20 damage on it, put 3 on the Munkidori that has 60 on it, and then knock out the Budew. Or they didn't, I just came up with a complex mathematical equation and it meant nothing. Oh, they didn't calculate the Froslass damage. They pull the pilot. Do I still have energy in deck? Don't ask questions that answers don't exist for. I know I have a Night Stretcher and we have Fezandipiti. So I think that's game because we knock out the Dragapult. So I go get everybody. We go Precious Trolley. Yeah, we get Fezandipiti, Dude, and Dude. What do we got left in the deck? We have Earthen Vessel. We have 2 Night Stretchers, so I just win with the Night Stretcher, right? Because that guy has an energy. You know, it's scary how intelligent I am, isn't it? Like, are you afraid? Yeah, are you afraid of how intelligent I am? Can you imagine how crazy I'd be at this game if I could do math? Like, I'm already the #1 player. I would be in an upper echelon. Why was Froslass the MVP? Budew is the MVP. It will never get the credit it deserves. You might be thinking, but Pilot, this is a terrible matchup for you. How are you supposed to beat this deck? It's got all the things that can destroy you. It's got the Regidrago VStar. What you supposed to do there? Sorry, that was my For the Win impression. Wait, am I missing something? I am missing my other Brute Bonnet. Cool. Great. Wonderful. So I think we go save the spot for the Dude. And then watch this. Watch this crazy play I'm about to do. We go Booster. Hang on. How do I want to... Do I want to do this? Do I want to do the absolute crazy play? I don't know if I want to be this crazy. Let's do it. You know, it doesn't matter. I think we've got this anyways. I'm going for it, okay? We're going crazy. We're gonna do the craziest thing. We got a Budew that's doing 50 damage, baby. They're poison, we're doing 50 damage, and now you might think, this is insane and it makes no sense, and that is true. That is absolutely true. But think about it this way. I'm taking 10 damage each turn, that's 20. Dude's got free retreat. So I can just bounce between Budew. I think I only play 1 Binding Mochi. But this matchup is so free. Like, you do not understand how easy this matchup is. They don't realize that they've already lost. Because what card does Regidrago rely on? And what card does that happen? What type of trainer card does that happen to be? I talked about this in the preview video. Regidrago relies on Energy Switch. You have to have either Crispin or Poppy. If you don't play Crispin or Poppy, you're clearly not watching the #1 most handsome PDCGL YouTuber. Yeah, see, I was like, what if we put a Binding Mochi on this thing and we did 50 damage? Because Maximum Belt is really funny, but that's, you know, that doesn't work against Vs and V-Stars and stuff. Don't they have enough time? But look at all the ability Pokemon that they have, right? You have to put down the Ogerpon. The Regidrago itself has an ability. They're going to, you know, have to take knockouts on my Budew. I've got Froslass. So it's like, yeah, don't they have enough time? No, they don't. They do not have enough time to attach the energies that they need to win this game. And it's absolutely hilarious. All right, so let's go play with our balls. And oh yeah, I chucked in the Radiant Arena as another safety precaution. So there's no Radiant Charizard. There's no, you know, other Radiant. Wow, that looks kind of bad. All right, and then we go Arven for Earthen Vessel and Binding Mochi. I think I get rid of the Ultra Ball. I think that's okay. And then we go that there. They're gonna knock me out. That's fine. Actually, is it fine? Do I want to put the Fezandipiti into play? I think maybe I do that next turn. Right, because they might have to Iono me or something. So yeah, I think the Binding Mochi is just hilarious. And yes, I know I played that wrong. I probably should have gone for Pokégear. I didn't need the energy this turn. Yada, yada, yada. But like, I just want to show you that Regidrago, it seems like it's going to be a horrible matchup. Dragapult is horrible. I will admit that. Dragapult is not a good matchup at all for this deck. Just because they can pick off your Budews. They can do things. It takes a lot of math. You got to do so much hardcore math. It's not easy. But I have ways that I can deal with Regidrago, and it's really funny because they have to triple attach to this thing because they don't have energy switch, and it's not my fault that you're not playing the Crispin or the Poppy. I told you, you gotta be playing Crispin or Poppy. All right, so I have choices to make. We do kind of need to get this Fezandipiti giving me something good right now. Okay, that's pretty chill. And then I guess I go Iono first. Yeah, we go Iono first. I need that bench space for a Budew. What do you mean Regidrago build isn't good? This is the perfect build of Regidrago. They've just met someone who's a million times better at this game. That's the problem. They were expecting to just have an easy game, no difficulties. Trust your pilot. Oh, that dude, he's way too handsome to be good at Pokemon cards. There's no shot. All right, so the Frost, I'm doing Poison is 170, 180, 190, 200. Wait, I think that's a KO, right? I think that's a KO of the Ogerpon. Because it'll die. I think that's a perfect KO. No, I don't know how to do math. Okay, no, it's Poison and Froslass. Ah, I'm so smart. And this shuts off their attacker now, so they can't get an attack going next turn unless they accelerate with Teal Dance, and that just means they have to put another Ogerpon in the active. Oh my god, I am cracked at this game. I cannot believe how good I am. They can't use Fezandipiti because it was during Pokemon Checkup where that all happened. And if you're a new player to the Pokemon trading card game and you haven't played in a few years, like, what's Pokemon Checkup? That's just between turns. They renamed that a few years ago, so instead of between turns, put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon. Now it's during Pokemon Checkup. And that's just when you do the damage calculation for... Oh, there's your energy switches. Handsome and good. But you have to read the wording on Fezandipiti. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, Pokemon Checkup is purgatory. And it is between turns. Okay, well, I have Artisan. And don't forget... Under Jamming Tower, you can still use Brute Bonnet's ability. You don't get the 60 damage boost, but you can still use Brute Bonnet's ability. Just trust me on that one, okay? I'm trust your pilot. Okay, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Oh no, PDC Jill, fix yourself. Hide your shame. Okay. No, we got to hide your shame, PDC Joe. There we go. I fixed it for you. I should be a dev on this game. I'm so smart. All right, so we have Penny. I guess I just Penny up the Fezandipiti and we don't waste any time right now. Yeah, we just go Toxic Powder. I will take the damage off of this guy and I guess put it... here, because we're going to have access to Counter Catcher in a second, which is very good. I think we go Penny up the Fezandipiti, go for Budew, and then I want to have Counter Catcher next turn. I do want to use Artisan to get a Budew. Right, because we have 4 Counter Catchers and we have 4 Counter Catchers and 4 Night Stretchers, and we can't find one. That is some crazy town stuff right there. All right, so do I get another Budew? I don't think I Budew. I think I Budon't. I think we go for a Munkidori and attach to it and spread more damage like their cheeks. Okay, so then we go Adrenabrain. I need to start building up the damage on the Regidrago VStar. Okay, we have the booster. They know that I have Penny, so the good news about them knowing that I have Penny is that they might not bring up my Brute Bonnet. I also don't think they can bring up Brute Bonnet because they're down 2 bosses and their A-Spec will obviously be Prime Catcher. So this is why I'm showing you the games that I'm showing you. Cloth Terapagos seems like a terrible matchup for this deck. Nope. Dragapult EX seems like another terrible matchup for this deck. It's not good, but you can win it. Regidrago VStar, that must be the worst matchup for this deck. Believe it or not, no. This deck can actually win games, and all I have to do is counter catcher this guy and we win. Because they can't retreat it. You know, they're not going to be playing Surfer. Maybe if Birdkeeper still existed, but they're going to be doing that. So I think they're knocking out Snorunt. That would be my guess. They're going to copy Dragapult. Oh, they don't even... Oh my god! They don't even have a Dragapult! They have to swing their Sphene! Or no, they're going to use Dragon Laser. Okay. I thought they were going to swing their Sphene. They did not swing their Sphene, but that's another cool thing, is if they don't just get them off their supporters, they can't do anything, and it's absolutely hilarious. Oh, this is such a beautiful game. I am such a beautiful person. Can you believe how handsome I am? Like, press 1 if you're just unbelievably attracted to me and you want to give me all your money because you don't know what to do with yourself. All right, so we're going to go get... Actually, we're going to go to Irida, because Irida gets me Froslass and Counter Catcher. It would have been a funny swinging Sphene, right? I would have liked to see a Sphene be swinging. Them Sphenes do be swinging. Like me on a Saturday night. All right, and then we go... And Seto, you've been here for 17 years. All right, let's start building up damage on the bench now, because this game, we're in the end game now. We're definitely just in the end game at this point. Seto's here. We have to be on our best behavior. All right, bro, what you got? So thank you, Seto, for the sub. And I did talk about this earlier. I got my paycheck for Twitch from last month. It was 1 week of rent, which was, you know, kind of sad to see. It's like, I have one of my best months ever on Twitch, and I can afford 1 week of rent with the check. So that is very disappointing. But the reason the paycheck was so high was because of Mr. Mountain Dew, because of Just J Seto, because of Clamburglar gifting subs. So if it wasn't for the generosity of people with brain damage, then I wouldn't have nearly... I would have made like 3 days rent. So that's why I prioritize the YouTube audience. So YouTube audience watching this, I prefer you. You are my favorite. I will always put you above those losers on Twitch. All my best friends are on YouTube. You know, you can pay to be my friend on Twitch, but, you know, the true friendship is on YouTube. So you should definitely hit that like button and you should subscribe. So just to keep the friendship rolling. You know, I'm a pilot, but maybe I should be a captain because I'm piloting the friendship. Huh? Okay. They're still here, which means they think they have a chancey. But that Regidrago's got a 3 retreat cost, and they are absolutely boned. All right, let's go Pikachu. Let's start building up these guys. So the Regidrago in the active means nothing. I guess I shouldn't be spreading damage as much as I'm doing because I only need to take 4 prizes. So let's get this guy going. I think this guy was closer to being knocked out, but who cares, right? Let's poison my Budew and just really screw him over here and be like, yeah, what are you gonna do, bro? All right, so we have Switch Cart and Snorunt. We're just thinning out the deck. And then, yeah, I'm gonna Switch Cart my Budew next turn so it doesn't get knocked out. What do you think about that? And Beefy Sea Dragon, why don't I stream on YouTube? Is because I stream on Twitch. Also, I don't know how. That would really stress my brain and I'd mess it up somehow. But I save the bad games for the Twitch audience. I only give the good stuff for the YouTube audience. You know, they get the good stuff. They get me at my best. The YouTube audience, I only give you the cream of the crop. I only penetrate your eyes with the good stuff, with the good sauce. I give you the sauce. The Twitch audience gets the slop. And, you know, you just get the greatest stuff. So press 1 in chat if I give you the bad stuff. And in the YouTube channel, what should you comment below? Comment that Trust Your Pilot loves me and I will give him all my money because I'm cool and we're friends. And also, Regidrago's a free win. If we're gonna win this game, it's gonna happen now. We go for the trolley. We go and get a Budew, and then all the fixins. Budew, Coco. Do I want the Budew? I mean, we do have a barrel, so yeah, I guess we go for the Budew. My favorite Pokemon is Bruxish? No, I'm not a weirdo. Okay, and then we go Budew. Attach the fire energy. The de-evolution could come into play at some point here. But I'm going to make them think that the Fuecoco is going to do something. Probably Hitmonlee. No, it'd be Lopunny if anything. Or Lickitung. God, Hitmonlee? Just because it can stretch its feet into my mouth? You think Hitmonlee's my favorite Pokemon? How dare you? Oh, they got rid of Briar. That's great. Oh, you know what, Spectral Thief? You are getting banned for that one. You know, I am going to ban you. Okay, so this is kind of the funny play. I don't know why they did it, but it is a funny play that Ceruledge does, is they attach the jet energy and then they retreat off the jet energy. Ah, see? I baited them. I masterfully baited them into going for that Fuecoco. We got this one. I think I have this game. I believe that I'm going to win this game. I also believe that, you know, Pokemon might be real one day and a Lopunny, I could get married to a Lopunny, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. All right, so let's go. I'm just going to Iono. We're going to believe in the heart of the cards. We should not have believed in the heart of the... Oh, God, we should not have believed in the heart of the cards. We should never have believed in the heart of the cards there. Oh, God. The heart of the cards should never be believed in. Never mind. Who said anything bad about the heart of the cards? I'm just going to go for it, okay? I know I should have held back the Skeledirge because it's weak to fire, but I mean, come on. We have it like that, we're going for it. When have you ever seen a Budew deal 100 damage? There you go. Okay, YouTube audience, this is going in the YouTube video. It shouldn't. This absolutely should not go in the YouTube video, but it's going in the YouTube video. And this is the best it's gone. Getting Skeledirge into play hasn't been easy. Shutting off items is super powerful. The Froslass build is much, much better. Skeledirge, unfortunately, is just not that great of a Pokemon. So, like, yeah, plus 60 is funny, but I just don't think the card is very good. In before boss? Nah, they only have a 4-card hand. They can't get the boss. This is the buff Budew. I mean, we're knocking out their Ceruledge. They're going to have to use Fezandipiti to win, but they can't knock out anybody meaningful on the bench, which, well, they can knock out Budew. Okay, right after I cut the Manaphy, literally right after I cut the Manaphy, guess what we run into? All right, so we're going to, let's just check out to see what's in the deck. Yeah, I guess we go for the Fuecoco. I guess that's a card that wouldn't suck right now. Because, I mean, never cut the Well, I cut the Manaphy, and clearly that was a bad decision. All right, so we're going to send them down to 3 cards. We're going to knock out the Ceruledge. Maybe if I get a counter catcher. Maybe we do go for the Fezandipiti. I think I do go for the Fezandipiti here. And then we retreat, go into Radiant Zard, and then take the... Well, let's draw some cards first. The reason I'm attacking with the Radiant Charizard right now, that's pretty good, is because the Fezandipiti would just draw them 3 cards. They can take a knockout on the bench. If they want to knock out my Skeledirge, what they have to do is they have to gust up my Skeledirge to knock it out. Otherwise, they're just knocking out Radiant Charizard. So yes, they have their items now. They can Artisan for a Charcadet. That's bad. Draw Latios off the prizes. Not going to happen. And yeah, it didn't even matter that I gave them their items and I gave them Artisan. They just had the Charcadet anyways. But I'm putting them in a situation where they have to have a Gust card. They were fully prepared to use Fezandipiti. And just shutting off that card draw is really important. And they had research. So they had literally a perfect hand. So if I have an Iono, there's 4 Iono in the deck. They're putting Briar in there. I would assume we're going to see a Briar in there. Oh, double bosses. Okay, well, I can still win. I just need everything to go right. Actually, I can knock out that Ceruledge. No, 130. I can't do enough with the Budew. I would need triple Skeledirge. I would need Defiance Band. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to get a recovery card, which we have plenty. And that's kind of how these games have gone, is it's just been, okay. Is that this is just all it's been, is it's been, you either, oh, I should have burned some of the cards. That was my bad. All right, so we have energy retrieval. Let's go get these ones. And then we knock out the dude. We have the switch, but I kind of need to Iono. It's not 100% necessary, but being able to Iono would have been good. All right, 310. We're going to draw 2. They have to bosses and Ceruledge with a very, you know, not great hand and 18 cards in deck. But it's very, very possible that they just have a Night Stretcher. We've seen one Night Stretcher. So they just need, and let me guess, they have bosses in their hand because they put 2 back in their deck and that's just what happens. Ooh. Maybe using Iono, not using Iono was a good thing, because if I Iono'd them, they might have got Night Stretcher bosses because they did put those 2. This is what happens. This is just what happens when you play the Skeledirge. It is very bad. I do not recommend it. I'll put the list in the description. Play Budew with Froslass. Do not play Budew with Skeledirge. It is not worth the headache. Froslass Munkidori is absolutely the combo that you want to use. Skeledirge, you can say see you later, Crocodile, to Skeledirge. It is not good. This is what I have to do to try and win this matchup. We have to put a Bravery Charm on a Budew. Obviously, they can just evolve into Archaludon, attach an energy, and we're screwed. But if they don't have an energy in hand, if they don't have a supporter, if they don't have an Archaludon, like there's a lot of things that could go our way because they don't have access to items. The problem is that we need them to evolve. They have the Archaludon. Let me guess, they also have the energy, or they just have the research or something. I did the cool play of putting the Bravery Charm on the Budew, and then you go and ruin it by having playable cards, and that is so unfair. The good news is that they play things like Turo, so they can heal everybody, so I have to spread the damage around. And it's going to basically come down to a de-evolution then, I think, right? So Morty's Conviction is bad. If I go for Irida, I think maybe this is an Irida turn. Ooh, okay. I think this is definitely an Irida turn. So let's go for the item. We're going to go for Counter Catcher. I don't know if I play the Mawile in this build, though. So we bring up the Greninja. We're going to stamp them to 2, shut off their items. Maybe they don't have that. Maybe they don't have it like that. And then we have the Munkidori. That's good. Put that guy there. And then we have Morty's Conviction, which is really good for next turn. So this is tough because the Duraludon can one-shot a Budew. That I don't like that. I don't like how this card just absolutely hard counters Budew. Oh my god. Look at what their hand was. I will Iono into a hand of 6, get nothing playable. I unfair stamp them to 2. Oh, you know, gear and research, no big deal. And even Black Belt's training to just completely destroy you. The draws have been insane. Okay, well that's good though. Yeah, for opponents, yeah, not for me. For my opponents, they've been insane. I think we do that. I have to spread the damage around. I'll get rid of the Earthen Vessel to draw some... To draw nothing, apparently. That's cool. That's cool. Love it. Love it. And then we just start spreading damage around because of things like Turo. But as long as I can just, like, set up. I don't need to do anything crazy. I just need to set up and we're fine. But they play what? Archaludon usually plays 9 energy. They have 3 on the field. They can't use Archaludon to accelerate to Greninja because Archaludon's ability says only to metal types. Okay, the fact that they're using Judge is good, but it's bad because it means they can get any cards. Froslass, Zisu, it sucks. I didn't change the list. So this is based on a Japanese list. Oh my god, they're cooked. Yes, Zisu is not a good card, but I left it in there for the funny, for just the fun. Okay, we're allowed to have fun here. There's a Snorunt. There is a Mimikyu. Oh no, the Psychic Energy is for the Munkidori. Oh, that is cool. Okay, then we go for Zisu. Bet you weren't expecting that one, were ya? And then I can confuse the Archaludon. And then maybe we win the game? Gravity Gemstone? Well, I have 3 in the first deck that I played, but you have to change the list around to make room for Radiant Zard and, you know, the Psychic Energy and wacky cards like Zisu. So yes, Gravity Gemstone is good, but I think the Mawile would have just been easier. And yeah, obviously this is a wacky list, but you kind of, when you're watching me play all these different lists, you have to be like, okay, I'll take the best cards from this one, the best cards from that one, and combine them. I think the first list that I played was pretty complete. Maybe you can go down to 2 Gemstone. They gotta be pretending right now, right? There's no way they can't do anything. I don't for a second believe that they're unable to do anything right now. I think maybe they're just waiting for me to take the KO. Well, the thing is, they should have 9 energy, right? They just need to retreat, and they're fine. We have a switch. We have a counter catcher. I think I go for Heavy Ball because I know we prize some Budew. We prized 1 Budew. All right, so we prized some things. That's okay. And then we go Itchy Pollen. The good news is that if they play, well, I mean, I guess technically I did want to knock out the Greninja because then they'd put the Fezandipiti down. Okay, so this is really good. The Greninja's down. That's fine. I'm kind of putting myself in a situation where I have to go triple Froslass. But that's just going to make it easier for them to knock out my Munkidori. Huh. It's just, whatever ace spec they're playing, it's going to be an item, right? It's probably Scoop Up Cyclone. That's going to be bad for us. I think I just have to keep attacking with Budew until I can't attack with Budew any longer. So in a deck like this, yes, you would like to have something like Mawile that prevents retreating, Gravity Gemstone, but to try out all these different ideas, you know, you have to change some things. And they have Jamming Tower. Right. Okay, that's fine. So let's go Adrenabrain. De-evolution is going to be very important here. I think I set up both of those ones for Munkidori KOs. And yeah, we take the damage off that guy. Budew. And then, oh yeah, let's Irida. What do we have? A Pokégear. We have a counter catcher. They only have 1 energy in there. It's just, is it too early for the counter? Am I being greedy if I counter catcher them right now? I think I am. I think I'm being very, very greedy doing this because, again, they can just hammer in and take the KO. But I think it's funny, and I think it makes sense. All right, so let's re-accelerate that. Can't do anything. Itchy Pollen. I'm pretty confident they're going to have the energy. I could have gone for Switch, but we have 4 Night Stretchers and no fire energy. So it's just, they either have the energy or they don't. They do. They do have the energy, so they can hammer in. Now here's where things get very interesting. I can knock out Duraludon, and then confuse the active. Oh, this is the part of the game I was not excited to deal with. I mean, because they have hammer in, I think we just have to send up the Munkidori, have a turn of 2 Radiant Charizards, hopefully, and then just go from there, and maybe the confusion will stick. That's fine. Okay, so we go Adrenabrain. We're going to take 2 KOs on the Duraludon because we can't risk them, scoop up Cycloning them, or Turo scenarioing them. Yeah, they can evolve, but if they evolve, that's good because it has an ability. So I actually don't mind if they evolve because of the fact that the Archaludon has an ability. And I have to keep the Radiant Zard a bit of a secret though, right? Because if I put the Radiant Zard into play now, they're going to know that, oh, there's a Radiant Zard. I have to boss that or something, but like, what's their boss count? 0? Yeah, we can't take the risk. I just got to go for a Mind Bend. Kind of force the evolution. I can go for a double Mind Bend. But essentially, if they don't Iono me, we are very, very likely to win. Because I just go retreat in the Radiant Zard, hit into them, take a KO. Doesn't matter that the weakness is gone because that's enough damage. And then we just Night Stretcher for Zard energy. Do it all over again. I will have to get a Budew though, because that will be a free retreater. I might have gone down to 3 Budew in this deck though, because that's what people in Japan were playing, was just 3 Budew. Iron, ooh. That's good. Yeah, put that into play. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. No, put the Iron Bundle into play, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead and do that. So, I mean, I have to bump the Jamming Tower. Hopefully I play Artisan or something. Devo if they evolve. I have to find the de-evolution though. That's the problem. Like if I had the card. Oh, they went for Frost. Oh, they've just made a terrible decision. They have made a horrible mistake. That is GG. It's because they didn't know I had the Radiant Charizard. If they knew I had the Radiant Charizard, they play that turn completely differently. And a de-evolution wins me the game now. Right? Yeah, de-evolution wins me the game. Obviously, we're not going to get it because that would be too... We might get it. All right, so we just go for it. We just get everybody down. This is GG. We don't have the Budew. We have de-evolution. I think we have to go for it, right? We have to do the funny thing. We can't not do the funny thing here. That is absolutely what has to be done. I swore an oath. At worst, we're just taking a knockout with Radiant Zard. And then we still have access to the de-evolution play. All right, please, heart of the cards. We win with the de-evolution. Suck a butt. Suck all the butts. Hey, have you tried sucking all the butts? You know, excuse me. There's a butt here that needs sucking. You seem to be a prime candidate for that. All right, so let's Adrenabrain. I think I still win. Like next turn, anyways, just from Froslass and Munkidori pings. Couldn't remove Jamming Tower. Doesn't even matter. There we go. Combustion Blast. Oh, you don't have a weakness? Doesn't matter. Like, this is crazy. I am beating all of the meta decks with Budew. That's all I'm using. I am beating every single meta deck with Budew, and there's nothing they can Budew to stop me. Like, what can they do to win the game this turn? They can't boss the Froslass. They can't move the Radiant Charizard out of the active. They are going to get knocked out next turn with Munkidoris and Frostlasses. I don't even have to do anything next turn. Yeah, I would have beaten Ceruledge if I wasn't playing the Skeledirge deck. Like, we have beaten every single top deck with Budew Froslass. I know you can say, like, a lot of people haven't adjusted to it, but I think even if people are adjusting to it, Budew Froslass is absolutely insane.